everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Mama P, Life Over 50. So, I don't know if you guys have realized it or not, and by the way, first of all, I want to thank everybody for watching the videos, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos, subscribing to the videos. So yes, I want to thank you all for your support, first of all. Now, I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving. I did. I had time with my family, and so that's always a good thing when we can spend time with each other. So now let me get to why I am talking today. I know that a lot of people have been watching the news, and if you haven't been watching the news, then you wouldn't know that President Trump signed an executive order making homelessness against the law, which is the van life people, they can only be in certain areas without being, harassed. So, I'm just wondering, how much does it take for us as a people to realize what's going on right in front of our faces? That would mean, for some of us, if we are homeless, that they'll arrest us and put us in jail. Or, I don't understand why we can't, have our vans or trucks or things of that nature that we spent our money on from working and whatever have you, to have somewhere that we feel safe in, besides laying down on the concrete or in a tent. And there's nothing wrong with laying on the concrete. There's nothing wrong with being in a tent, especially if you can't do any better. This world that we're in right now, everyone is struggling. Everyone is going through something, and everyone don't know how to handle their own struggles. And I can't speak for anyone else but myself. Rent is extremely high. It is extremely out of control. If you ask me, it's diabolical that they want you to make 3 times the rent, but you're not making 3 times the rent money. And let's not leave out electricity. Let's not leave out water bill. Let's not leave out sewer bills. And then on top of all of that, if you have a car, you got a car note. You got a car, you got to have insurance on the car. And let's not forget, too, that we're having to pay for a life insurance policy if we do pass away or we are unalived. And so I'm trying to figure out, where is all of this money coming from that we need to be making to be able to have just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit of the so-called American dream. You just have to, I keep saying it, pay attention to our surroundings. And I can't stop saying it, because if you're paying attention, we are slowly but surely being pushed towards a survival mode. It's the survival of the fittest. Where people losing their jobs just because the government went back to work. There were still people that were fired. There were still people that lost their jobs. Let's not forget about these other companies that are still laying off people. Which let's not forget about people that are needing help with the electricity bills, the water bills, the rent, food. Because yes, even though people got their food stamps, it doesn't matter. Because people are still struggling just for the basics. Just to have the basics. You know, and so I was watching another YouTuber today that I do agree with. He was talking about the movie 2012 and how the world ended. But yet, they were building arts years before this happened, which meant they knew when it was going to happen. They knew how it was going to happen. And they prepared for it. But they didn't let everybody else know that, you know, they were preparing for this to happen. Which meant that all the regular people were either killed or, like I said, it was the survival of the fittest. Which means we need to come together, people. We are being divided by colors, religion, sexuality, you know, and needless to say, how many people is it going to take to ring the alarm about uniting together? That's the only way that we're going to be able to make it through what's coming, what's about to happen. And whether you believe it or not, you can't tell me that you don't have a feeling that something is about to happen that's going to change everything that you've learned your whole life. It's coming. And whether you're ready for it or not, you can't say that you don't feel something different in your body. Something different about your energy. About what's going on in this world. You gotta see it coming. I see it coming. Other people see it coming. And it doesn't seem to me like no one is heeding the alarms that are being sounded. Not only being sounded, but are being shown to us that we need to get ourselves together. One way or another, we need to get together. So, that's just part one. I'm coming back with a part two. And so, in between now and then, please think about what I'm saying. And have a plan in place. But like I said, thank you already for your time. Because right now, time is so valuable. And until the next time, I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.